Hello. During this video, we're going to take a tour of the Raspberry Pi desktop environment. We'll begin by clicking on Menu and selecting Programming. And this is where the Raspberry Pi really shines. You see Blue Java IDE? That's a program to teach older folks how to program in Java. Jenny Programmer's Editor is for editing and using Linux. Because remember, Raspberry Pi is a Linux computer. Greenfoot Java IDE is aimed at teaching Java to younger kids. Mathematica and Wolfram are part of Mathematica suite of programming language aimed at math. Node-RED is a program to help in the connection of the Internet of Everything. Python 2, Python 3 are for Python. Python 2 being the older version, Python 3 being the more recent or modern version of Python. Scratch, and this version of Scratch is specific to the Raspberry Pi with for example, one important thing, you can control the general purpose input and output pins, and that's a very exciting feature. If you look at the interface, it is slightly different than what you'll find online. That would be Scratch 2.0. Scratch, this is more reflects Scratch 1.0 in some ways. Sonic Pi is a programming language that uses music and sounds. Now if we go over to Office, you get a great open source Office program suite. You have Office Base, which is for making databases, and then you've got Calc, which is for doing spreadsheets, Draw, as you can imagine, Impress is for presentation programs, Math is to do formulas, and Writer is a word processor. In terms of the Internet, you have Mail, Close Mail, you have another web browser, you'll see it up here as well, Epiphany web browser. You have Raspberry Pi resources. If you're hooked up to the Internet with your Raspberry Pi, you click on it, it'll take you right to the resources, which are very useful, and MagPi magazine. In terms of games, you have Minecraft Pi. Yes, there's a Minecraft Pi for the Raspberry Pi, so it's also a great way to teach Python using Minecraft Pi. And then there's Python games. After that, you have accessories that you would expect to find, i.e. calculators, file managers, those kinds of things. Don't really use the text editor much. In terms of help, Raspberry Pi is a Linux box and it runs a form of Debian. So there's the Debian help. They call it Raspbian, but it's a form of Debian. So that's why you get it. And then you have Raspberry Pi help there. And we can go in there and change our preferences, not surprisingly. We can run separate programs, and this is shutdown sequence. So that would be under Menu, your choices. Up here at the top, you can go directly by clicking right here to go immediately to the Internet, the web browser. There's your file manager. Here's your terminal when you just want to type in direct commands. So if I click here, I can type in. All right, so I'll type in a list command. These are Linux commands right there, and they're all popped up. All right, close it right here. Whereas file manager does a graphical and gets you to see all the different file settings. And you hit X to close those. This is Wolfram Alpha. We use those more, that's generally aimed more at college students and older. It's for using math. Though some high schools I'm sure use it. Not surprisingly, here's for Bluetooth. Manage our Bluetooth. This is for selecting our wireless. If we click there, you go through and pick and add your wireless. And obviously there's a speaker, and this is utilization of our Raspberry Pi. Okay, and this would eject, close everything up, and then obviously that's a wastebasket. So there is a quick and brief tour of the desktop on a Raspberry Pi.